to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashley Williams. It's nice to have you here. Today I'm going to be going over some of my symptoms that I had during my 2-week wait. I know when I was in that waiting period, I was, what do you call it? I was symptom spotting like every little thing. Part of the reason I was doing that is, yes, because I was like, is this what I think it is? Could it be? But also, I kept really good track of my symptoms because I have fibromyalgia and some kind of autoimmune issue that's not quite labeled, although I take a lupus medication to help it. So I'm going to start with the day that I ovulated. I get ovulation pains, so I can feel like a little pinch or twinge, usually when I'm ovulating every month. I always have, I think. I know I felt it for sure when we were trying to conceive my daughter. So I just kind of knew, around when to really start paying attention to what was going on with me. So, yeah, I felt the ovulation twinges on my left side, so I knew I had ovulated or, was in the process of. And then, let's see, the first day, I'm looking at my notes right here on my laptop, so pardon me if I'm not looking at you guys. So the first day, let's see, so we would say 1 DPO, 1 day past ovulation. I woke up with tender breasts and sore nipples. Now this is a common thing for me after I ovulate. I think they said it's like the progesterone that causes that. So that's something that happens to me no matter what. So that wasn't really like a telltale sign for me. But again, I wrote it down just so I could keep track of everything. I had a backache, which is common to after I ovulate. I had gas. Okay, so then, let's see, I wrote down that I had some pain on the left side of my low back, which is the side that I ovulated on. And that usually happens every month when I ovulate. I get pain kind of on that side of my back. Okay, on 2 DPO, I had some acne going on. That was not cute. But I get acne anyway, closer to my period, though this is kind of early. Oh, I should also note that I usually tend to ovulate a little bit earlier than the typical woman. So that's something I've known since we conceived the other ones. Whenever I go in for our dating scan, like the first appointment at 8 weeks or so, they give me one due date and then they eventually, like the next time or whatever, they end up changing it because the baby's size is a little bit off from where it would be if my ovulation date was like the typical person halfway through the cycle. So I know I ovulate a little bit early. Anyway, that being said, on 2 DPO, acne, my chest was, sore again. And then I wrote in my notes, this was like the first thing, like a lot of these symptoms I have normally during that time frame, like before my period and whatnot, but this was the one thing that was like, okay, what's going on, body? And it was only 2 DPO, which was like crazy. So I woke up and my boobs were huge. By the way, I'm sorry guys, if this stuff is TMI, definitely want to click on this video. I should have said that in the beginning. Anyway, yeah, they were bigger and I was like, whoa. And now they do get a little bit bigger, like 2 days before my period, not 2 weeks before my period. So that was like, oh my goodness, what is going on? So clearly my body knew something was up. And so I woke up to enormous boobs, ouch. I think this is the cycle, which it was. I had a feeling. Let's see, sharp cramp twinges on both sides that day. Let's see, I think also with my fibromyalgia and whatnot, I think I'm a little more sensitive to pain, or like I feel more pain. So that's why I think I was feeling quite a bit of like twinges and cramping going on. Clearly, it wasn't like implantation cramps or anything. It was too early for that. But yeah, that's just my body for you. Excuse me. What else? Let's see. Okay, so 3 DPO. Left pelvic pain. My breasts were still sore. I had a horrible stiff neck. It was absolutely dreadful. Backache, gas. Let's see, in my notes I woke up at 2 a.m. Because I was having some cramping, and I was nauseous and I had gas, which I think is what the cramping really was. So I ate some yogurt, chips, and M&Ms in the middle of the night, right? Oh, my left nipple was swollen. That was unusual. Let's see, more twinging happening. I started having restless arms in the evening, and then let's see, I had anxiety that night, but we had just found out that day that one of our good friends had passed away. Sorry if you guys can hear the thunder and the rain in the background. We're having a storm right now. I live in Texas, so we have storms like all summer, which I love. Anyway, so our friend had passed, so I was already like just emotional and having anxiety, I think, which was related to that. And then that day I also took a nap. Now don't get me wrong, I love to sleep and I love me a nap, but I rarely get to really take one. But going through this process, I was like, okay, if I'm tired, I am gonna try to take a nap just so that my body can get what it needs and try to listen to my body. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 DPO. More of the same, tender breasts. I was tired. I started having constipation issues, headaches, more backache. I think I'm gonna make a separate video about how pregnancy has affected my symptoms as far as like my fibro and autoimmune things. I'm gonna make that a separate video just to separate the two in case there's anyone that's looking for something more specific. So keep an eye out for that if you're curious about any changes I've had with pregnancy and those health concerns. So let's see, more pinching on the left side. My allergies really started messing up. I was getting stuffy and my nose was so runny. I didn't really get a cold or anything. I was super tired, I took a nap, and I had some acne on my chin. Okay, so on 5 DPO, more of the same, like some cramping going on the left side of my pelvis. My breasts were still tender. I had diarrhea this day. Still acne. I was a little bit dizzy that day as well. Oh, so also on this day, I noticed my CM had increased a little bit. And I was having food aversions, which is also something that I had normally during that part of my cycle when we didn't conceive. Yeah, a lot of things just didn't sound so great. and I was a bit moody. I was pretty easily irritated. Okay. 6-DPO. Everything was sore up here still, backache. I was having that dizziness, a headache. Let's see. At first, I wrote, "Good day, just horrible backache." I couldn't stay awake in the afternoon. I was super tired. My arthritis, and this goes along with my other health issues, but my arthritis in my toes and heels was really acting up. It was painful to walk. And I'll talk more about this in my other video, but I was on medication to help with all these issues and the pain, but I got off everything except for my lupus medication because I didn't want to be on anything that might be risky if we did conceive. So, and the lupus medication is safe. So, anyway, everything was hurting. More twinges and pulls. Okay. Sorry, this is TMI, but hey, making babies is TMI. Sorry. So normally after each cycle, after I ovulate, I start to feel like I'm gonna get a yeast infection. And I kind of do, it just depends. I get a little bit of one. But at this point, at 6-DPO, I had like no signs at all, which I was like, okay. I thought that was pretty interesting since I normally, like 2 or 3-DPO, I notice like, okay, I feel like it's coming on. But I hadn't at this point, which was a freaking relief, let me tell you. Hi guys. Okay, sorry, I know I look different. It's actually next day. My husband came home and I got caught up in things and ended up not feeling well. So yeah, it's the next day, which is why I have a different shirt on. But I'm gonna continue on 7-DPO. So on 7-DPO, I had CM, cramping, tender breasts, acne, some fatigue, and let's see what my notes say here. So I went to the bathroom and I wiped and I had some EWCM and it had like the tiniest little streak of like pink brown in it. And I remember when I saw that, I was like, is that implantation bleeding? I've never experienced that. I know some people do, some people don't. I never have, and so when I saw that, I was like, oh, maybe this is another good sign. Kind of funny the things that we get excited about when we know we could possibly be pregnant. So let's see. I had some cramping. Left side for sure. I had a lot of gas. And that night I just had so much acne. It was so gross. I felt hideous. And then I started getting like a different pain in my breasts. Like when I would bend over, like I just had these sharp pains, and it wasn't like my normal pre-period pains. It was very different. And then I was having like sharp pains or twinges in like my pubic bone area too, which was kind of different. Okay, so let's see. 8-DPO. I was using the restroom a lot. I had to pee a lot. I had some aversions going on. I just didn't feel like eating anything. I had some back aches, cramping, tender breast still, nipple soreness, gas. I was having some dizzy spells, and hot flashes too. Let's see. I woke up at 4 in the morning that day because I had to pee so bad and I was starving. My nose was bothering me. It was running a lot. Let's see. My toes and my feet were hurting. I have arthritis, so I just noticed that like the arthritis and joints and stuff were a bit achy. I was nauseous. My CM was increasing, and I have like these dark patches right here and up here, and I noticed that they were darker that day too, which I thought was really odd. Okay, so now we are at 9 DPO. Sorry, let me get some water. I'm trying to drink lots of water. Actually, I think it helps with my nausea a little bit. And I don't know, it's just nice and refreshing. I went and bought this little tumbler at Target. It keeps it cold for so long, which is really nice, like in the middle of the night when I want to get up and have some water. It's still nice and cold. I just keep this on my bedstand. I'll try and link this below. It was like $8 in like the summer section. Okay, so 8 DPO. I was having pain on the left side of my pelvis, and the cramping. More of the same stuff as, you know, the days before. I did have some insomnia. That night I woke up at 12:30 to pee and have a snack again. Let's see. Yep, cramping, my joints hurt, nothing sounded good. So on 7 DPO, I took a test that morning and it was negative. And then on 8 DPO, I took another test that morning, and I'll link the video here for you guys and you can watch me take it. And that's when I saw like the faintest little line. And I had seen like some kind of little mark in other tests, which were just like indentation marks or whatever, evap lines. But when I saw that one, it had a little bit of color to it, so I kind of knew instantly, like, okay, this is legit. So I went and took a FRER, and that was like for sure positive. It was still really light, but it was definitely there. Okay, so 9 DPO, I was like, I hope the line is darker today so I can tell my husband, because that night between 8 and 9 DPO, I felt like it was so obvious. I thought for sure he would have figured it out, because I only slept for a few hours. I had to pee like constantly through the night. I was eating at night every couple hours because I was so hungry, which is why I thought he would know. He was like, what are you doing? But I woke up at 5:30 that morning, was starving and so nauseous and had to pee, of course. I started feeling emotional. I already knew that I was pregnant, but was trying to hide it, so that was so hard. Yeah, so I was like starving every 1.5 to 2 hours, and same thing with going to the bathroom. More of the same symptoms. From here on out, a lot of the symptoms just stay the same, like tender breasts, dizziness, morning sickness, backaches, gas. I really started getting bloated on 9 DPO. I'm horribly bloated right now, you guys. I'm like in that weird fat-looking pregnancy stage. The next day, I woke up, again, having to pee. I was starving. I just wanted fruit and salty carbs, which is like the main thing that I've been craving, like especially potatoes, any kind of potato, fries, baked potato, tots, and fruit. And just lots of food aversions. Not a whole lot sounds good. had Panera that day, and normally, like, I got my favorite that I always get, and I took a couple bites and I was like, nope. It was not good at all, which was a bummer. I had insane gas, you guys. I'm sorry, that's TMI, but it was so bad. I put here that my tests were getting darker, which is always good to see. And I'll show you guys my line progression at the end of this too. Let's see. Oh, I felt like I had pregnancy brain already. It's for real, like, happening already. I'm not even that far along. Oh, we were all out in the garage hanging out this day with the kids, just playing and working out and whatever. And Yasmin has a little, like, Hot Wheels dune buggy thing. And so I was just looking at that and started getting emotional and crying because just thinking about another little one playing with our kids, and yeah, I was just really excited. 12 DPO, more of the same stuff, guys, not that different. I had even more of an increase in CM, which is still true to this day. I'm a little bit further along as I'm filming this now, but I'm just gonna go like up until the 4-week mark, and then I'll update you guys after that. My patience with my kids is very short, very little. I have to remind myself that it's my prego hormones, and so I have to kind of chill out with them, and really intentionally be patient. With my husband too. Sorry, guys. I was annoyed with eating, like, just so overthinking about food and everything sounding gross and just, I slept better this day. I was only up from 4 to 5 in the morning, using the bathroom and having a snack, of course. And then this day and a couple nights before that, I was having like the restless arms, which can be pretty annoying, but yep, that is it for my 2-week wait, which it was really only an 8-day wait. I'm so thankful that the positive showed up when it did, because it was just so nice to have that reassurance and to know. But let me show you guys my line progression on my tests. I, of course, had stocked up on tests, and I didn't think it was going to happen this fast. So I had a bunch, and then it happened. So I was like, well, I might as well just use these up. And just watching the line get darker each day really helps calm my nerves, you know, because in the beginning you're like just nervous and praying that everything goes okay. So it was nice to get to have that reassurance on the tests. Okay, so let me go grab those so I can show you guys. Okay, so here's my Walmart cheapies. This is the first positive I got. I went to the bathroom at like 4 or 5 in the morning for my first morning urine, and I didn't use that. So when I got up around 7 or 8, I did this test with my second morning urine, and you can just barely see the little line there. Then I did another one the next time I went to the bathroom, and you can like see this one even less than that one. Let's see. So that was 8 DPO. Here's 9 DPO. 10, 11 was way darker. 12, 13, and 14. Oh, and 15. So yeah, barely there. Then it starts showing up and getting nice and dark. And here are my FRERs. This is my first one I took after I got that first initial faint positive on the Walmart So it definitely showed up there. I wonder if it might have showed up the day before. I got a negative on a Walmart one at 7 DPO, but I'm wondering if maybe it would have showed up on one of these. Anyway, so there they are, getting darker and darker, which was so relieving to see. So then at 13 DPO, the test line was darker than the control line. So this is a poppy seed. Oh, focus, there we go. So at the end of your 2-week wait, this is how big the baby is, the size of a poppy seed. If you haven't watched the video of where we told our kids that we were pregnant, they explained that they call the baby Puppy. That's its nickname right now until we find out what it is and give it a name. This feels so weird saying it. But we told them that, you know, mommy's pregnant and the baby right now is the size of a poppy seed. Can't talk, you guys. And so they decided to call it Poppy, which is super cute. All right, so that was my line progression. I'm sending baby dust to all of you out there that are watching this in your 2-week wait or trying to conceive. I hope it happens soon for you. My heart goes out to you, especially those of you who have been trying for a long time. I just can't even fathom how you must feel, but my heart goes out to you. I'm sending baby dust to you all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was kind of long, I'm sorry, but I hope it gave you some kind of information that you were looking for, hoping to hear. Again, I am not a medical professional, and this may not, you know, be what happens for you or your signs, because everyone is different. But I know watching these videos kind of helped me and kept me busy during my 2-week wait. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would love to have you guys follow me along on this journey, and I love to chit chat with you guys. I really want to connect to the community out there and make some more YouTube friends. And also please give this video a thumbs up for me if you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!